Good morning, students. Uh, students, today I'm going to start another chapter of your book, The First Flight. The name of the chapter is A Tiger in the Zoo. Students, earlier we have already discussed two chapters. That means the chapter 1, which contains two poems, and the second chapter is the Nelson Mandela. We have already discussed. So now, today I'm going to start another chapter, which is a poem, A Tiger in the Zoo. Students, you know very well about that, you know very well about the tiger. Here in this poem, the poet Leslie Norris is comparing the two tigers. The one tiger who is in the cage means in the zoo, and the second who is in the wild, that means in the forest. So you can understand very easily that there should be a lot of difference between the tiger who is in zoo and the tiger who is in the wildlife, or maybe in the forest. So, students, here the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stanzas are there. In the few stanzas, the poet has described this life of a tiger who is in zoo, and the few stanza, the poet has described the life of the tiger who is in the forest. Sometime the poet told about how the condition is in the zoo and how is the condition in the forest. So we'll see and we'll discuss about that. So I'm going to start the first stanza. Today I'm going to start the first stanza. So listen it carefully and make a note of it. He stalks in his vivid stripes the few steps of his cage on pads of velvet quiet in his quiet rage. You know, there's some hard words. Stalks means follows. Picha karna. His vivid these means the bright color and stripes. You know very well. In every tigers, there's a different type of stripes on their bodies. You have seen the different colors, the shape of the bodies of the stripes. So the poet is talking about the stripes. Means the different types of the stripes are there on the body of the tiger, and he is following everyone. This stanza is there when the tiger is in the zoo and tiger is in the cage. So the tiger is following someone. The few step of his cage. They said that the only few step of his cage. The tiger is in cage, and he wanted to follow someone who is moving outside there, but unfortunately, due to the restrictions, due to the very less, the distance, he can walk very slowly, and even the very short distance he can cover very short distance. Now the third line, on pads of velvet quiet. Pads, you know very well, the pad means is the paw, which is the paw of the tiger. The poet is talking about that it's just like the velvet, that is a fabric, it's very soft, very silky. So without giving any sound, the tiger is moving towards the particular person, but unfortunately due to the restriction of the cage, he cannot move very far. And in his quiet rage, quiet means very silence, and rage means extreme anger. There the poets use the two opposite, the contrast words, the quiet and the rage. That means the tiger who is in the zoo, he is in a very anger, but he cannot express his anger, so he is very quietly walking inside the cage. So students, this was the first stanza of this poem, A Tiger in the Zoo. Tomorrow I'll explain the second part of the poem, so you get ready for that.